What's up, everybody? How we all doing today? It's your boy Ghost here. Just gonna flip our hat backwards so you can see the face. I know everybody makes comments about how the brim of my hat covers my face all the time, so we'll do our best to keep that thing up in the screen for everybody. Welcome in. It's your boy GT45 Gaming. We haven't been live this week because we've been extremely busy preparing for our live announcement tomorrow. We have something big coming. This is for our racing community. The racing community has been waiting very patiently for a very long time for something pretty adventurous to come from GT45 Gaming, and it is time. So tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have a huge live announcement, and this is going to be the biggest announcement in GT45 Gaming's Page's career. So we're excited about it. A lot of work has gone into it, and can't wait to do it. But for tonight, we've got Race Asylum Ultimate Tours Championship as round 2. We ran at Red Bull Ring last weekend. We were having a really great race until we realized our brake pedal was dragging, and when the dry conditions came, it ate up our fuel, and we ran out of fuel and finished like 10th or 11th place or something like that. Not very good. So we're at Laguna Seca this weekend. We're still in the Audi Group 4 car, and we're going to see how we do here at Laguna Seca. So it's open strat night. There's no tire mandate here tonight, so we can run whatever we want. And it's a 2-minute mandatory pit stop before fuel and tires at some point before the 35-minute mark of the race, meaning we have to be out of pit lane and back on the racing surface at 34 minutes and 59 seconds. Anything later than that, we're going to receive a 3-minute penalty, essentially, which will ruin your race. So let's not have that happen today. Laguna Seca is a challenging racetrack. We got a nice stacked lobby tonight. We got 16 cars, it looks like, here on track tonight, 15. So it's gonna be an interesting race here. I mean, there's a mixed bag of drivers in the lobby. We've got A+ all the way down to B and C rated drivers here. So it's a elite to pro-am skill level of drivers here this week. So I'm the only one in a super off meta car, it looks like, here in this Group 4 version of the championship, but we're doing it just to have fun. So we were a little frustrated last week, mainly because of the equipment malfunction. Other than that, we would have had a really great race last weekend. We would have been in top 5 or 6 for sure, I think. So today's going to be much different. There's a lot of high caliber racers in here today. There's some fast times on this racetrack here today already in practice, so this one's going to be a fight. Got about 10 minutes till quality, so we're just chilling, we're just hanging out. Alright, so we do have good news. We are going to start streaming back to Facebook here, probably starting tomorrow. Obviously, with what we have coming up next, it's pretty important, extremely important. And we want it on every avenue that we can get it out on for the success of what we have coming. And it's not for the success for all the parties involved, it's for the success for the organization involved with what we have coming. That is the goal here at the end of the day with this one, and we're going to talk more about it tomorrow. It's been a very large collaboration between a couple content creators and both their admin staffs. This is not a small fry thing, so we've stepped it up and brought in a lot of extra hands on deck, and we're still going to be bringing more hands on deck as we get past tomorrow. So I've had lots of meetings over the last week. We've had lots of discussions. There's been lots of things going on. That's why there hasn't been any streaming content. That's the only reason why we're just preparing for what's happening tomorrow. So starting next week, we'll have content as usual. Monday will be our Sector 7 racing stream. Their next round, I believe round 6 of racing is happening tomorrow night, which we'll broadcast everybody Monday night for our Pro-Am split. And then Tuesday night, we're going to follow that up with a live announcement night on the stream, and then Wednesday we'll move over to World of Warships, and then Thursday we'll probably do an open lobby night, maybe Friday as well, and then we'll move back into our weekend content. We have a endurance race at Fuji from 1010 Sim Racing in IRO on Saturday, so that'll be Saturday's content, and then we will have we don't have anything scheduled for Sunday. We'll think about that. Alright, so we got about 9 minutes till quality. But that being said, we should probably change our tires to make sure we're in qualifying condition. Surprisingly enough, this Audi is roughly about a second off the pace of the top tier drivers, so that's it's faring out pretty well here at Laguna. The concern obviously is going to be, with it being a front wheel drive front engine car, that the front tires are going to roast as we progress around the race. Now, in open track racing, the tires don't wear too badly. It's definitely easily manageable, but once we add 14, 15 more cars on the track around us, that's going to change things significantly. So, tires are the big concern here today. Fuel's a small concern. Fuel is going to be manageable, but not a major issue. Tires are definitely going to be our concern here today, so we'll just see how we end up. Like I said, I'm not looking for anything out of this championship but to get seat time. I've been feeling like I've been regressing instead of progressing, and that's just due to lack of not racing. So the only way to fix it is to get back on track and start racing. So we're going to be racing more, but it's not going to be the sole proportion of content here at GT45 Gaming moving forward. We got lots of stuff coming too. There's new games coming out which we're going to check out and get involved in a little bit. So things are going to change up here a little bit as we progress, but the one thing that stays constant is GT7 will always be a major part of the content here at GT45 Gaming, and of course our live commentary isn't going everywhere. I know how much y'all love it, so that is obviously going to continue, but we're going to try and take it to the next level. We're going to try and progress it here moving forward, so how are we all doing this weekend? It's Saturday. Saturday's always good. Hey, I appreciate you, Misty. Thank you. Gonna take our little TT Cup car for a little rip here. So we have 3 races with this cup. We had one last week at Red Bull, which we didn't end up with a good result due to the running out of fuel issue, mainly at the end of the race. We have this one, which is the second race for the Group 4s, and then we have one next weekend at Mount Panorama. That's going to be a rough one for me in this Audi because it just doesn't have any straight line speed, so we're going to get left behind on these big straights at Mount Panorama, but I mean, whatever. And then we move into 3 Group 3 races after the Group 4 session. So we have already decided on what car we're going to use for the Group 3 races, and you'll find out in a couple weekends' time when we jump into it. It's not an off-meta car. Our Group 3 car, it could potentially be considered a meta car right now in the game, depending on who you argue with about it, I suppose, but it's a challenging car to drive. Okay, sounds good, Misty. You can just PR or DM it to me on Discord and I'll check it after the race. I'm not going to go past the race here tonight because I got to set Discord. I got stuff to do yet, so I will check it after the race. It's just a 40-minute race here, so I mean, hour-long stream at the most, probably. I am going to go back live later tonight. I'm going to just chill and have a Ghost After Dark stream and hang out with the community for whoever wants to hang out. I'm just going to go shoot some warships, but we don't need to. I mean, we've got all our missions done for the month and everything. We did our season pass throughout the week here over there. We got that all complete. I mean, it's just, we're kind of chilling and just leveling up ships over there, so it's a good night just to chill and hang out. And I want to get some content out. Who's in the Lamborghini? They're lagging. Oh, Candyman's in here? Oh, man. Rip. This is a one-shot hot lap qualifying session, too, so we get an out lap and one hot lap for qualifying, and that's it. So you definitely got to make that lap count. And then we just pull off at the end of turn 1 in a safe spot until everybody qualifies. But yeah, I like the one shot hot lap qualifying. To be honest, qualifying is kind of I mean, obviously it's an important part of racing. It's necessary, but as a broadcaster, it's kind of a nuisance. To be honest with you, it's just. It's hard to make qualifying interesting, I guess. So, I mean, I don't particularly do well in qualifying either as a racer. So, I mean, qualifying is at the bottom of my priority list as a racer and a broadcaster, honestly. I like the racing part of it. That's where the action is. Well, I'm glad no liner showed up then if you had an important question. That's why we need as many people as we can get in these meetings, because everybody always thinks on a different wavelength. I'm doing a really good job at not saying what it is without outright saying what it is, but pretty much telling people what it is right now. I'm enjoying this. I love teasing. This is fun. We're excited though. I mean, in realism, I mean, we're excited. We've been working hard the last few weeks behind the scenes, getting ready for this big announcement. So, and I feel like this is the most ready we've ever been leading up to this point as well. In 5 years of content creating, I feel like this is the most prepared for a live announcement that I've ever been. Sometimes everything just falls into place for you. Sometimes it's just meant to be. This one's definitely meant to be. I'm excited to turn my multi-stream back on. I get to go shopping. That means I get to go poke around in the streaming shop and go see what new fun stuff they've added. They've added a bunch of animations for like the like and subscribe buttons and stuff now too. So I'm definitely excited to go see what else they got to offer. Need to step the game up as much as I can. Well, until we replace a computer. We're at an opportunity to potentially have that happen here before the season, too. Very tough lobby, Rabbit. How's it going, buddy? Got Yanis, Lucas, Tom, Roses, Jakey, Candyman, Jay, Sheriff is quick. And then there's the rest of us. And I'm in the off-meta car, so I feel like I'm going to be seeing a lot of taillights. We're going to be seeing some taillights. I'm going to flip to the big screen because I'm going to freak out. Alright, the stream looked a little laggy there. I'm just, I apologize if it's lagging. We had an update recently on the software, and some people have been having issues and some haven't. So far, I've been on the better end of things for a change when it comes to the update, but I am at times having freeze frame issues as well, so drop frames. So bear with if it starts lagging or skipping a little bit. It should sort itself out. Oh, full lobby. Full boat. Howdy, best wishes in life and track. Appreciate you, my dude. Hope you're doing well, Nolander. Your ears must have been burning. Alright, we're gonna see how this goes. We have alright pace actually in this car here, so I haven't ran any laps on the soft tires though, so that I have no idea. I guess we'll see. But on the mediums we have pretty decent pace, so we'll see what the soft tires bring. We'll see how this goes with the mic. Alright, just waiting for everybody to enter in here and then we can get going. Jakey's in the Citroen, oh my good god. I would say that's off meta. Looks like we're just waiting on Scary. What do you think, chat? Judging by the lobby that we have here tonight, somewhere right about where I'm sitting is where I expect to finish, in all honesty. So, top 10? Looking for a top 10, I think, in this lobby today. Slightly, just waiting on a driver. It's only a 40-minute race, it doesn't take very long. Although 40 minutes at Laguna Seca probably seems like an eternity. I love Laguna Seca; it's one of my favorite racetracks to run. But it doesn't mean that I'm the best at it by any means. But even for me, knowing that it's just a short 40-minute race, that's going to seem like an eternity here. It's going to be roughly about 29, 30 laps, something like that, depending on the pace of the lobby and that pit stop. We have to wait 2 minutes once we stop. So once we get into our pit box and come to a complete stop, we have to wait for 2 minutes before we can change tires to take fuel. It's a mandatory requirement in the championship. And that has to be done and served and out of pit lane by the 35-minute mark of the race. So, which leaves 5 minutes left of the race, essentially. But obviously tires and 75% fuel load in the car probably isn't going to allow anybody to go that deep into the race anyways. I have one of the better fuel managed cars in the field, and I'm not even going to get that deep into the race if I wanted to. So we'll see everybody stopping probably right around that 20-25 minute mark, if I had to guess. Some of these guys that are running it have ran this in the UK side of things already, so they kind of have an advantage, so to speak. But for the majority of us that have entered the championship this season, we're all here just to have some fun, get some seat time, and just try to push ourselves to be better against each other, right? So it's kind of how things work here in the Winter Circle community and in our side of the sim racing community. We're always racing against each other, but it's not necessarily to win championships against each other, even though we love the bragging rights against each other. It's really to keep pushing ourselves against each other so we all continue to get better. That is the ultimate goal in behind what we do. So we have a large group here at the Winter Circle community spread across several different sim racing teams and organizations across the platform. But at the end of the day, I mean, this is almost a full lobby of Winter Circle community. There ain't too many names in here that aren't OGs of our sim racing community, to be honest. So this is a lot of fun. I mean, the whole group is pretty much in a chat room behind the scenes. Having fun and blowing off steam. But obviously we're not going to live stream that because it'd be just sheer chaos. And we're trying to keep a family friendly image on our GT7 content, and we always have tried to do that, and we're going to continue to try and do that with our GT7 content. Obviously other content's going to produce different qualities of attitudes from the people playing it, right? But the GT7 content I find really important to try and keep family friendly. That's how we do our commentary, and that's how I would like to try and keep my content as well as the commentary. So I do my best. It doesn't always happen, but I do my best. Oh, it's John Boy. Yeah, he raced last week. So, Audi Cup car, this should be fun. Gonna see a lot of cars doing exactly that tonight. Especially in dirty air and traffic. Alright, we're definitely ready to go, though. That's what we're waiting for. Got it. Should be starting here shortly. I'm not going to come out right away anyways. I'm going to let some of the guys filter out early, and then I'll probably find a slot somewhere near the back of the pack. I like to have my space when I qualify. I don't like to have to be worrying about dirty air or anything like that when you're coming into a corner. I just like to have room and space. Let the car do exactly what I anticipate on it doing anyway. So front wheel drive, you gotta drive these things completely differently than most of the other cars in the class too. I mean, it's, yeah, you'll be surprised at how little braking this car needs to do around this racetrack actually. I mean, in certain spots where some cars are gonna have to tap brakes, all I need to do is just let go of the throttle in this car and it'll take the corner the same way. So the car corners extremely well. Just doesn't have straight line speed. It's the only downfall. If they put a little more straight line speed into the front wheel drive cars, they would most certainly be competitive in the class again. I just don't, they haven't been able to find that balance for the front wheel drive cars. It's unfortunate because I absolutely love this car. We'll let all the speedsters go. We got 5 minutes. It's a minute and a half lap around here in the Group 4 cars, or less. We got lots of time. We don't need to be out on track for a solid minute. We don't want to come out too late, though. We don't want to come out in front of the hot lappers either. Alright, here we go. The game is really loud in my ears, so apologize if I'm talking loud. In order for you guys to hear, get the audio balance, I gotta have it screaming in my ears, so... That's not ideal. Nice recovery. Boy, what a sloppy lap. Sloppy lap. It's going to be a 29:30. Dink. Alright. Look at the tires after 2 laps.
Oh, wow. Oh, right about in the middle of the pack. Imagine that.
Yeah, we had a sloppy lap. We made 3 mistakes on that lap. Sloppy. It's alright. We'll survive. Alright. Got Jay sitting up at the start of turn number 1 there. I don't know who that is up over there. Hey, bro, why you gotta scratch my paint, man? Ugh. Totally sending the bill to that, to this guy's garage. No. Scratch my shiny blue paint. Alright, well, all we can do is go race now, chat. We weren't that far off Oscar there. 0.95. It was not a great lap. I could have done better on the mediums. There's definitely some gaps in the pace. Alright, we got 5 minutes. Well, you know, we're already into September. It's kind of insane. My sister's birthday's coming up soon, actually. Christmas is upon us. Good luck and have some fun. That's the whole point, Rabbit, is just to have some fun. Do the best we can. We're in a completely dumb car for the championship. I mean, if we wanted to compete, this is not the car you pick.
Right.
But I don't know. I just wanted to have some fun. These guys are all great racers. I just enjoy racing with these guys, this group, all the time. So I mean, this is just like we're not streaming right now, except we're streaming. So yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. I always love it when the RA and A series comes. It's the third one, and we've well, the first one I did broadcasting for. This is the second of 3 that I've raced in. We also raced in the last one, the multi-class team challenge thing that was going on too. That was fun too. We did take championship in that one actually. So took team champion and I believe that my partner took champion in his division as well. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. It basically forces me to do a 2 medium strategy. The softs are pretty iffy. Softs are pretty iffy. Alright. The nice thing is, like, with Red Bull Ring, we had to worry about our tires getting cold in the back end, especially in the rain. So, I mean, the whole race I was running basically with ice-cold back tires, too. So the car was really trying to drift out on me, which is also causing a bit of a complication. The rough nature of Laguna Seca and all the elevation changes and corners keeps the back tires with some temperature in them at least, so at least they're not going to go ice cold where the back end wants to drift. So at least I've got a little bit of rear grip this race, which is good. Not a lot, but enough for it not to just want to slide every time I touch the brakes.
Stream is slightly laggy today in transitioning. Huh. It's alright. At least it's working.
Race start's going to be interesting. We're just going to try and get through safely. That's all we can do, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, I'm just looking to try and keep a top 10 here tonight. If I can get a top 10 here tonight, I'll be happy about that. It's a tough lobby. Anybody can beat me in this lobby. It doesn't matter who they are, so. No mandatory tires. You're good to go. Haha! Oh, you son of a Siberian basketball player. I was beaten to it again. Better make sure we got the right tires on. I'm already working on UTC2, so you'll have that. Oh, nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, we like the stuff that NA brings over here, RA brings over to NA. It's fun. If we were to outright push it and get a team behind it, and the whole works, and do what like a IRO does, we could probably turn it into a multi-split series. But it's a lot of work when we got so much going on all the time. So I like the way they run it. I like this. Just let the content creators do their thing as they stream their POVs, right? Totally down with that too. Gives me a chance to race. I don't get to race very often, so. Alright, GG's chat. got lucky. Car watching. Little miscalculation. Hit the fucking wall. Bottled that one. Ooh, way missed that. Hmm. Oh, those roses. Penalty. Shit. Oh wow, I got away with it. Mess that up. Just being cautious, dirty tires. I don't want to make the big mistake. Oh, that was Sheriff. Had to bail on that a little bit. I took it too shallow. Alright, down to pit. Whew. Stressful. Stressful. That's a long pit entry, almost 38 seconds. Now we have to wait 2 minutes. Looks like you're having fun. I am having fun. You know it in the Audi. We haven't died yet. That's the important thing. Still got a minute 15 to wait.
The crew's very patient.
It is an interesting dynamic, and you have to do it before the 35-minute mark of the 40 minutes too. You have to be out of pit lane by then, so somewhere right around that 20-25-minute mark seems to be the sweet spot. Such a long pit stop, though. Alright, here we go. Dirty air and cold tires, had to be careful there. I got aliens coming after me. Try to keep up with Jake, but he's already gone. Thanks, Ken. Sorry, brother. Just nowhere to go there. Jesus. Whew, I'm sweating. That was sketchy. Wow. That was definitely a penalty. No way I had the car on track limits there. My fault. Ooh, 29.3, I'll take that. GG's, Chad, a P5? Dang, we take a P5. Take that all day long. That was a good race. That was a good race. Had a couple of moments there. Nice pass on Oscar there, that the late move going into the corner there. Just couldn't catch those boys there. I was pacing Tom in that first stint, though. Once I got in behind him, that was like a 3.5, 3.8 second gap. It just kind of hovered there. I'm telling you, man, this Audi TT Cup car, if you know how to drive it, it's actually quite surprisingly good. But you really got to know how to use the car to manage the tires. That's the big issue. I probably could have went softs there, but I don't know. The mediums just felt better. Yeah, it was a good race. That one felt good. It was nice just to have a good, consistent race. You're definitely going to save that replay. That was a good one. Penalty right at the end, too, right? Rip. That was pushing, that's why. I was trying to get my fastest lap. a second one. I don't know if I caught it all in the first one. I'm just taking backup screenshots just in case. Candyman, I would have said that too, but he bounced already. He's in the UK, so I'm not surprised. Australia, maybe even. I should have said this last week.
I was a little frustrated and I just bounced.
Oh, it was not Yanis, it was Lucas. Oh, my bad. Oh, whatever. He can make fun of me later. Yeah. Yeah, right on. I'll take a P5. Sure beats the P10 from last week. Figured we could have at least a 5th or 6th last week as well, so that's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. We had a dragging brake and then we ran out of gas. So, I mean,
isn't that racing at its finest? We didn't run out of gas this time, at least. We were getting close, though. If we had another lap, we might have been in trouble there.
Yeah, that was some pretty close, tight quarters racing there with Oscar for a bit. I thought about just playing with Oscar for a while there and giving him some push, but I realized quickly that if I didn't go around him, I was going to lose the pace of the race. So that's why I opted to make the big move into the final corner. I knew the car was just stronger than the WRX there, so that's why I made the really late move there. I mean, maybe borderline dive bomb. We'll take a look at it, but. Not really a dive bomb when I was already on his bumper, I suppose. It was just a really late move. Yeah, an engine I'm never going to use. Please be something useful at least. Oh my god. What a rip on the roulette tickets. What a rip on the roulette tickets. GG's to those guys, man. They're so fast. Lucas, Candyman, Yanis, Tom, Jake, all those guys, man. Yeah, they're so bloody fast. I don't know if Jake was on softs or mediums there, but he was cooking.
He was cooking.
Very, very true.
Very rare do I get anything above $10,000 or parts that I'm never probably going to use. Every once in a blue moon you get a part for a race car. For the very few that there are, but
not very often either. Not very often either. This is an original livery when TT first started. When I was messing around with liveries, one of our drivers, or former drivers, Badass, was running this style of livery on his cars, but it just sits on the Audi so pretty. Alright, chat. We have lots of stuff to do yet still, so we are going to shut down the live stream. We're going to do some work in behind the scenes for a bit, and then we're going to probably fire a stream back up for a little bit of late night content. And see y'all tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the big live announcement coming right here at GT45 Gaming in cooperation with Noel Lander Gaming and Fast Ginger on YouTube. We appreciate y'all. If we don't see you later tonight with a live stream, we're going to see everybody tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay safe. Remember, you all matter. And most importantly, stay winning. Until the next one.